like you might be kind of like tuning out? Are you tuning into social media too much or tuning into addictions too much? Especially coming up off the last deck, we had the devil come out. So it's saying, okay, storm warning, please be very diligent and pay attention right now so you don't get caught in a risky place. All right. Kayla, my little love. Kaylee, I'm so sorry. Kayla is my son's girlfriend, but I have not talked to Kayla or Sean for 4 years now. All right, Kaylee, let's see what you need from deck 4, and then May will come back to deck 2 in just a moment. May Queen. May Queen. All right. Kaylee, friends or family disapprove of this connection and repetitive cycles. So whether it's on your side or their side, because you got love deck, so hopefully that intuitively was what you needed. Both sides of it, they don't feel like it's protected. Like it's not a good thing for you because they keep watching you do the same thing over and over. And guys, the definition of insanity, hi Sleepy, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and expecting different results. So please get off the hamster wheel, right? And let's talk about this. Emotions are like a roller coaster. We have 24 hours on the roller coaster. We can hop on a ride, and tomorrow we can pick a different park and a different ride. So feel your big feels for today. Dump it all out your brain when you go to bed and wake up with a new day. Because you can ride a new ride. You can ride new roller coasters. You can go to a completely different park. Okay, so don't let big emotions make you do permanent things. But also, the only person that can get you out of your cycles is you. Okay, May Queen, let's go into deck 2. I'm Larry Joe. If you guys are coming in, say hello. Drop a number 1 through 6. We'll see what you need to know from the various decks. Ooh. As I'm shaking and baking here. Yeah. So, May Queen, let's see what you need to know from deck 2. And Sleepy Incubus, if you want to drop a deck 1 through 6, we'll see what you need to know. May Queen, sudden wealth. We're in the money. And I've heard that. Okay, guys, also, when we're talking about like people sending us evil eye, you need to just say, like, anything sent towards me, you just hear cash machines dinging. I don't know why I can't speak right now. Okay. When people vex you, use that for money. Okay, so sudden wealth, May Queen, whatever you've got going on, and if it fits for you guys, if it sits, if it feels like it resonates, it's yours too. All right, so let's see what else. Hello. If you're coming in, pick a deck 1 through 6. Imprisonment, and on the other side, bad health, May Queen. So this is the only part is like make sure that you are taking care of you and that you're not getting trapped with this sudden wealth. That's actually that may be what it feels like is that make sure that it's not going to get you in trouble, whatever sudden wealth this is, please. All right. And I have to tell other practitioners, I'm like, don't be doing anything strange for change, right? And not all money is good money. I've had to turn down clients before or defer them to someone else because I'm like, there is something not right about you. Like, yeah, I need the money, but I would rather not because it feels like I'm selling my soul for that. And that's a no. All right. Hello. If you guys are coming in, pick a deck 1 through 6. We'll see what you need to know. I'm Lara Joe. We'll see. I was reading earlier and one of my kitties came up and just joined me. I was like, okay, Abel. And he is my spooky kitty. He likes to mirror cast and he loves to watch tarot. So we may be lucky and have a guest reader coming in. All right, guys. If you want a number, pick a number 1 through 6. We'll see what you need to know. I'm Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. All right, Shauna. Someone does not. Shauna, do you have people trying to get you? Hello, God is good. Do you have people trying to keep you from talking? Because I said 5, like I was going to read for you, and then my throat chakra went, So, all right, Shauna. Let's see. Okay. I was like, whatever whatever, whoever doesn't maybe necessarily want you to get information, yet fuck them, because knowledge is power and knowledge should be free. So let our girls talk. No. Okay, Shauna, does it have to do with group stalking for you? Okay. Jeff, please do me a huge favor. Please don't drop your birthdays. Just for your own safety. Okay. So Shauna, you're not probably as far off, because a lot of the people in the spiritual community have had a lot of really weird things happening, but now it's actually coming to light. Like, I talk about group stalking, and now it's actually coming out in the e-files that it really is true. So all those people, and a lot of people are coming forward and saying that, yep, this is a legit thing, even the ones that are insiders. So your crazy story isn't that crazy. I promise, babe. And if you want guidance on that, please come talk to me. Jeff, we'll come back. I want you to pick a number 1 through 6, baby. But please, for your own safety, my guys, please don't put your birthdays in group chats. And the reason being is because people can take your stuff and go do bad things with it. Please don't do that. Right? I protect it like it's my social security card. I don't even like sometimes giving out my sign. I'm weird like that. Okay. So Jeff, give me a minute. I'll come to you. Marianne, hello. Shauna, give me a minute, and then let's see what you need from deck. Oh, and actually it's a lot bigger than you generally think, and it involves police force, and it involves lawyers, and it involves everybody, and I speak from experience. Shauna, whatever it is, 10 of Pentacles, you're going to be laughing all the way to the bank. Remember I said every time they send you like annoying energy, you just hear the cash register ting, right? You just hear it ting. So 10 of Pentacles, whatever is going on with you, baby, there's going to be money at the end of it. Okay, so please hold on now. Okay, I know that sounds scary. I know it's hard to do, but they can't take your mind from you. I promise. Because I've been going through hellish, like I've had directed energy weapons. I've had voice to skull done on me. I've had all kinds of that crazy shit. And people said I was cuckoo cuckoo. And no, it is actually true. And it's all coming out now that they've been doing it. Our government's been doing it to us. So we'll be laughing. Okay? All right. Jeff, my friend, from deck 3. Let's see what you need to know. I'm Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. Abel almost came up to read with us. He was very close. Okay, Magician in the Mirror. So, Jeff, this is asking you to be the alchemist of your own life. Be your own magician. Everybody has the power to create, and you do too. But Mirror is also asking you to stop being, like, be realistic. Stop chasing shadows. Like, Mirror is asking you, don't fall for smoke and mirrors. Not even with yourself. Like, stop bullshitting yourself, right? And as far as relationships and love go, we need emotional intelligence from the manosphere, right? Because we're all asking for the same things, but we think that there's huge divide and there's not. We all want and need the same things at our core. So Magician in the Mirror is realizing that you can create your own life, but you do have to be realistic about what you're doing, right? Stop chasing, don't go chasing waterfalls. Hello, I'm Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. If you're coming in, please drop a number 1 through 6. We'll see what you need to know. Okay. Four. Okay. Marianne. Now it makes me want to sing the Dixie Chicks. And Jeff, if you want, please book a one-on-one with me. Guys, if you need other help, I've got so many workbooks and like ebooks on my Etsy that work through shadow work, that work through the healing, so that if you can't afford a therapist or you can't afford to read, you can at least read through ebooks. You can work through shadow work. Like, those are tools that I'm offering so that, like I say, even if people can't do reads with me, they can at least pick up a workbook and work through like the prompts there. And there's a ton over there. Okay. And there's 777 and 1111. So, okay, Marianne. We'll go with this one. Hopefully you're in the in the know for love is what you need, Marianne, because that is the deck you got, my friend. What does Marianne's higher self need to know at this point? From Lara Joe and my spiritual team. Okay. Ooh. There's been a betrayal, and you make someone really nervous, and they're afraid of losing you. Okay? But we have to know if there are things going on, like betrayals need to be talked about. Okay? So we do have betrayal. You make me nervous, and I'm afraid of losing you. So, Marianne, do you have a very strong intuition? Are you a Scorpio? Feels like you have very strong intuition and people can't slide on you, and that scares them. But they also should have acted correct. Please let me know if that resonates. I'm Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. We're doing collective tarot. Okay, so baby, that's your intuition though. You need to listen to your intuition over what a man tells you, or a woman, or anyone, right? If you're not listening, because that's your co-creation with God. Is your intuition, that's your co-creation with God. That's when you say like, okay, Jesus, take the wheel. That's your higher self being like, yeah. So baby, I understand it's hard to listen because I'm stubborn as hell. Like I'm stubborn as hell. And even though like I'm one of the divine's favorite. Yeah. I still get my ass drugged when I don't listen. Right? Yeah. But baby, I'm going to tell you that your intuition is more accurate than sometimes the logic. That's, I mean, real chat. Real freaking chat. Because I will tell you, I was around this guy who was very dangerous. I didn't feel comfortable, but he kept saying like, oh, I would never hurt you. I'm a good guy, blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. But basically, he smothered me and I couldn't get away from him. And there was one night where I was sitting next to him and my intuition was screaming so hard I had to leave. Because it was like, if I did not get out of here. And then he ended up stalking me after that incident. And then he finally moved on to someone else. But the next girl he moved on to, he red rummed. So you got to be listening to your intuition. Because if I hadn't been listening to my intuition, it would have been me that he was going to kill. And I actually know he was trying to contract to kill me. But I dodged him. Right. And he was stalking me. Okay, so Diane, my little love, I need you to pick a number 1 through 6, and where, like, how long have you been with this person or not been with this person? Are you newly to dating? Are you married? Are you, what is this? And are there children involved? Because just knowing if he's talking to his ex-wife isn't very helpful for you without knowing, like, is this a new thing for you? Is this an old thing for you? Do they have kids? Because it's not just reading tarot, it's actually the psychology behind it. Like, I dig deep into, like, the actual why people kind of do the shit that they do. Okay, so Estefania, baby, pick a number 1 through 6. But I'm going to tell you that, like, if they really want to talk to you, they'll break no contact. And if they don't, that's your answer. Sometimes no or silence is the answer. And you need to, instead of screaming into that void, I need you to go do something else. Go do something productive. Go to the library. Go ride a bike. Go do whatever with your hands that you need to do. But please don't sit around waiting for someone to call you. Because you can be waiting for 5 years and they'll never show up. And I'm not trying to be whatever. But people that want something will go out of their way to achieve it. I've seen people do miraculous, and animals do miraculous things for what they want. So, okay. Diana, are you still in, babe, or did you take off? And hello, if you're coming in, I'm Lara Joe. Pick a number 1 through 6. Let's see what you need to know. Don't you do it, Abel. I have to tell that boy all the time to get off the table. I think he actually thinks his name is Table, not Abel. Oh, I talked about you, so now you have to come over. Okay. Hello. If you're coming in, pick a number 1 through 6. I'm Lara Joe. Okay, so Diane, how long have you been with this person? Are there kids involved? Are you even with this person? What is the background to it before we just go jump into conclusions, right? Okay. Neva, I'll grab number 4 for you, please. Diane, please answer if you will, so I can give you better guidance. And Diane, pick a number 1 through 6 as well, please. Okay, Neva, let's see what you need from deck 4. If you guys like my vibe, please consider booking a read with me or donating. Tipping is greatly appreciative. When I can eat, that means I can come and read for you guys. So if you want to book a reading, that would be great. I'm very, very hungry. My animals are... Yeah. Okay, so Neva, seven of Swords. There's betrayals, heartbreak. There's betrayals and heartbreak, right? And Swords is mental. So it's like people because they have to be intimate to cut you with a sword, right? So 7 of Swords, this is like people that knew you plotted together to do not cool things. So 7 of Swords is finally saying, you know what? I would rather go dance by myself than sit around by people that don't like me, right? Clenier, my little love, please pick a number 1 through 6. We'll see what you need to know. And I'll tell you, okay, so generally with women, if they leave you for another man, they might be back. If they leave you for themselves, they won't be back. Not to break your heart, but if they left for themselves, they're not coming back, my love. Okay. Deck number 2, let's see. Yeah, so Neva, it's finally time to start saying goodbye to the ones that have stabbed you, okay? It may hurt like hell, but think of like cancer. You have to cut something out so that it doesn't kill you. So sometimes you have to cut people out so they don't kill you. People are cancer. People can be cancerous. So realizing. All right. Clenier, let's see about Tiffany and you. And hello, Scorpio. If you want to drop a number 1 through 6, we'll see what you need to know. Clenier, with Lovers in Reverse, this is done. And don't look back in anger. Just be like, you know what? It's run its course. Because it's like some people are here for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. So when it's time to let it go, let it go. Go high, go cry, go do whatever that you have to in the background, but make sure that you're okay and keep going. Because I promise you, there's so much better when you leave behind things that are not for you. You can delay a whole bunch of progress in your life by sticking to the one that causes you pain, right? I watch people piss away 5 years of their life on someone that should have been a one-night stand. So little Lovers in Reverse, this is saying, you know what, let's let it go. You will find someone or something that's better for you right now, though. Please love yourself. Date yourself. Sometimes I tell people, I'm like, be single and date yourself. Like, don't go hooking up with people because that's sacred energy, right? All right, Scorpio, let's see what we need to know. We'll go here. I'm Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Please pardon. Holy cats here. Okay. I act like I don't care. Deep down, I really do. So, Scorpio, my little love. And Scorpios are the king and queens of acting like they don't care when they do. Okay, so you have met your match. If this is love fitting for you, please let me know. But whoever's around you, they act like it's not that big a deal. But it actually matters. So pay attention to that. International, my little love. Pick a number 1 through 6. We'll see what you need to know. I'm Lara Joe. If you guys like my vibe, please consider booking a reading with me or donating. Donations are always greatly appreciated. Also on my Etsy shop, I have ebooks, I have workbooks to help work through like the deep trauma, because I'm going to always tell you, right? I am a high priestess. I can do really cool things. But that being said, shadow work before spell work. Do your internal work before spell work, because you're going to throw hands and you're going to get in trouble because your ego felt hurt. And in all reality, you should never have done that. You should have sat down and felt your big feelings and not lash out at other people, right? Shadow work is our own unresolved trauma coming up to the surface to be asked to be loved. It's not anybody else's problems, your shadows, but what you do need to do is sit down, take responsibility, sit with your shadows, make friends with them. The shadows are actually your strength. It's the ways that you had to protect yourself when you were at your worst. So you actually have to make love and peace with those, because you have to realize, like, your shadows got you through your hardest times. But there comes a point where we have to actually step out into the sun and say, you know what? I don't want to be there anymore, right? Our mind is a cage that our body holds us in. It's how you see people when they have like a lot of heavy weight around the midsection. That's a lot of sexual trauma damage and anxiety. And it's realizing, okay, if I want to heal that, and I'm coming from losing 100 pounds, guys. This is me doing my own shadow work. This is me dropping addictions. This is me seeing people for who they really were. This is standing up to the family bullies and saying no more. The abuse stops with me. So realizing that, like, when I speak to you about this is because I do it myself. I work through shadow work daily. So, okay, so Scorpio, my little love, will go deck 4. And then Princess Kels, if you're still in, pick a deck 1 through 6. We'll see what you need to know. 13 is not... Oh, that's not what I want. Ooh, I should not be. All right. Okay, so Princess Kels, give me a minute, baby. Okay, so, local or international. Sorry, I know that took a little bit. Let's see what you need to know, and then Princess Kelly will come back. Okay, international. Yep. So and I got like a whole little deck. So thank you for being patient, because then you got 5 cards. I had to get to it because it was gonna be a story, babes. So Princess Kells, hang around because it might be a story. So be patient, please, and then remind me a little bit what one you need. Tangerine, Lover, Jade. Pick a number 1 through 6. Hey, Sarah. We're doing a little different this afternoon. Thank you. I went and got some food, so thank you for helping me. I got some spaghetti. I made some spaghetti. Okay, so international. We have 2 of Pentacles. You're balancing those finances. You're finally, thank you. Yes, I needed to eat. I was very stressed. If I could get some more cash flow, then I could probably actually go get some medicine, and then life would be spectacular. So anyone that can donate, greatly appreciate it. Anybody that can purchase, greatly appreciated. Sarah helped me out this morning. I literally have not eaten in days. So I did get a little bit of food in me, and I've perked up a little bit. If I could actually get some medicine in me, we'd be even better. But hello. Okay, so international, 2 of Pentacles, you are balancing, right? And then 3 of Pentacles, because you've been kept in that imbalance. You've been kept in that lack, that like feeling like hoarding. Yes, thank you. 10 of Wands, you have to put down the burdens though. Wands and 10, this is saying this journey is too heavy. But here's the part of it. They gave you all those burdens. Use them to build your empire. Everything you've been given, you can use for your own alchemy. Your own, like I always tell people, when people throw hate at me, I alchemize that shit. You throw beauty spells at me, I'm just getting prettier, right? And word magic is a real thing. So realizing that, yes, you've been imbalanced, but it's we're coming in, but it does take putting down everybody else's burdens. And like I said, when you put those down, you pick it up to use to build. Because your burdens that were placed on you by others will be your testimony so that others can get out. Right? When you finally say this stops here and you put it down, you're going to be the one that other people look to. That's the part, guys. Well, I don't love talking about my story. I know that people see me talking that haven't been able to talk yet, that see and they go, okay, this is someone I can relate to. And if they can talk about it, I can talk about it. So when you start sharing your story about what's happened to you, you actually open safe spaces for other survivors to finally speak. So if it hurt, talk about it, right? Find support groups. If you need support groups, let's talk about it. Let's create communities where we can find healing together, okay? 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and Page of Wands. So 6 of Pentacles, I love it because we had the 2 of Pentacles. We were already talking about balance. We got 6 Pentacles coming back. So talking about balance. And then 2 of Wands. So you're finally, this is bringing your foundation into balance, right? So with that as well, though, cutting off Page of Wands, saying if they were fiery, if they were temperamental, if they made me burn myself to prove to them that I was warm, then that's a no for me. You can't keep doing that, babes. Okay? Self-preservation, take care of you. If you need someone to talk to, please reach out. Okay? Kels, thank you for waiting. Please tell me if you're in. If I missed anybody so far, please let me know. Drop a number 1 through 6. If you want me to read from a specific deck, please. All right, Kels. So let's go deck 3. Let's see what you need to know. Welcome, International. If you guys like, please tip, right? It's kind of like going to the bar. Please tip your server. We're here all night. Princess Kels, let's see what you need to know. Hello, hello. Okay, I have the whole deck wanting to... Okay, so Jessica, pick number 1 through 6, and it's not about Tyrese, but what I do need you to do, right? If you have to ask if they're the one, they're not the one. Your heart should know. I know that sounds scary, but it's like, yes or no. If you were on a hot seat, is that your person? If you feel like, it's not your person. I can talk about having a person because that was the person that I thought about when I woke up. That was who I thought about before I went to bed. Right? So if they're your person, you'll know. But pick number 1 through 6 because there's other info that you probably need to know. Princess Kels. Okay, let's try to do a reshuffle because the energy got real fucking messy. It did not feel like it was going to come through. Jessica, bear with me. I am in deck 3, so either listen and see if this fits because we are in deck 3, or if not, I will do another shuffle through. Okay, I'll pick up and do another shuffle through for deck 3. Okay, so first chakra, Archangel Michael. This is your root chakra. This is how you identify. So Princess Kels, this is your root chakra. It's how you identify and ground. It's your structure. It's the institution. So if you are having problems with your root chakra, you're feeling stuck, stagnant, please call upon Archangel Michael. But this is, like I say, this is your root. It's where you connect. Think of when you sit down on the ground, it's your butt, your root, that connects with the ground. You become rooted in the ground. So go out and touch grass. Please, everybody, go out and touch grass. And shadow work versus spell work, okay? Please do your shadow work before you ever try to hex somebody because you will get fucked up. Because not everybody can be touched, okay? Got it? Please know that. Okay, so first chakra, Archangel Michael. Call upon him for help. Princess Ella. Please pick a number 1 through 6 if you want to get in queue. Jessica, I have one ahead of you if you want numbers, but it's always good to listen. Okay, so Angel of Balance, finding that harmony within you. Okay? It all starts with you. Stop thinking somebody else is doing this for you, okay? Financial constraints. So yes, I know right now. So my babes, what you're going to do, Elizabeth, we're doing collectives. You can pick number 1 through 6. If you want a personal reading, that's booking time with me. And I would love to read for you personally. But we're doing, like I say, 1 through 6. We're just kind of generally pulling out of the decks what you need. And then we'll see. Okay? So financial constraints right now. Princess Kels, I know you've got stuff going on. It will come into balance, but you do need to be working with your angelics. Please. Okay, ask them for help. Grant them permission, too. Guys, your ancestors, your angelics can't do shit unless you ask them or give them permission. Like, people are out here praying, but they're not actually saying, handle this for me. So they just sit there like, yeah, I hear you praying, but if you're not giving me permission to act on your behalf, I just have to sit here with my, on my hands. Okay? Jessica, deck number 3, and then Miss Princess Lucy, I'll come back. Jessica, also from deck 3. Yeah. So, yes, please call on your ancestors. I don't know why it doesn't... It's so weird what the filters will allow through and what they block. Right? That's what annoys me. Okay, so Tangerine Lover, please bear with me. I actually did need that. Okay, so I'm going to have to come back down into orders again in just a minute. So number 4, Jessica, we're going... or the number 3. Sorry. All right, Jessica, let's see. Contract and happy family. Okay, so this has been, the energy has been coming up around happy family. It's also realizing what obligations you have if you want to have a family, right? So contract and happy family, what are you willing to do? But it's also asking you, what do you need to satisfy to have a happy life? Or what things you need to take care of before you can have a happy life, right? Okay. All right. Princess Ella Lucy will go deck 5. welcome, babe. Does it help? And if you guys like my vibe, please consider tipping. Cash App is SirenLara, or booking a reading or purchasing one of my ebooks, right? If you can't afford a reading, you can work through an ebook or through a workbook, because I do have workbooks on so many different, I think I have like 20 of each over there, like 20 different ebooks, 20 different workbooks. So King of Cups, Seven of Cups, and Hanged Man. So Princess Ella Lucy, this is saying there's options, right? But you have to make sure you have like that King of Cups, right? Emotional, loving, but they can actually, when they're kind of imbalanced or they're giving to other cups, they become very apathetic and cold. So it's realizing like, okay, Hanged Man is the King of Cups who you truly want to be with, or are they too intense for you? Anybody ever love a water sign masculine? Because they will drown you. Seven of Cups, though, is saying make sure everything you put in your cup is what you want, though. I always love Seven of Cups because if you look at like sugar and salt look the same, yet they have very catastrophic differences. So please make sure you're using discerning about what it is that actually feels good, right, and what you need. Okay? And that happens. That also, though, is it's not always just like what their sun sign is. Like, it's also what their moon, their everything is. Because your moon is how you internally see the world. And that's your relationship to your mother. But this is saying, like, okay, is this someone that feels emotionally balanced and able to provide? Or is he given to somebody else? And Gemmies, I hate to say it, little love. And I'm, as an air sign, like, Geminis are kind of fickle. So, you got to be real careful. All right, let's see. Okay, so I'm coming back, Elizabeth. Thank you. I think I have one. So I have Tangerine. Okay, Tangerine and then Elizabeth. And you're both from deck 4. Okay, so listen, because I'm going to go back to back, but I will call out before we go for Elizabeth. So deck 4 for Tangerine. I'm Lara Jo, Siren Song Lover. Let's see. And they wanted to pop real fast. So, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Swords. There's a lot that came out too. So, everybody listen, because there's always messages for you. If you're in, you're listening, you're participating, it's for you. You may be like, is she in my room? Is she standing behind me? Right? Okay. So, a lot of stuff coming out. And this has also kind of come out earlier. So, if you guys identify with my vibe, you probably, because this was an energy that came out earlier from this deck. Page of Wands. You've been dealing with someone who, yeah, they're fiery, but they act like they're 5. Because Page is very immature energy. It's typically like 1 to 10 age range. So you have to look, if there's like a Page of Wands messing with you, or you are the Page of Wands, please check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? If you are the one being immature, please look in the mirror. Please acknowledge. Because you are the construct, you are the designer of your own like entanglement, so please make sure you're not the one getting yourself in trouble. Okay, so Page of Wands, Five of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. So we want to be here. Knight of Pentacles is the most, like, he is kind of very abundant because he's slow, he's methodical, he's working step by step, he's not doing it the fast and easy way. So this is watching and saying with Five of Swords, where is the chaos, where is the pinch point? Okay, where am I feeling like I'm giving too much to someone else that isn't giving to me? Two of Wands and Six of Pentacles. You will find balance with all this, but you do have to be decisive and cut shit out. Okay? Sound good? So, Tangerine, that is you. Please let me know if that resonates. Elizabeth, we're coming in. Mo, I'm not sure what's going on there. If you want to drop a number 1 through 6, if you want to play, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I missed anybody or you want to read, please get in number 1 through 6. Okay, so Elizabeth, thank you for being patient. Let's see what you need from deck 6. And it may be the same message, but it may not be. And that's the beauty, is sometimes you have to, like, they play out the way that they play out. Love it. Okay, so 7 of Wands, the Hierophant, and Justice. So this is very Venus energy. And Venus, like, people get Venus fucked up. And I'm going to tell you, because I'm a Venus high priestess, right? People always think like, oh, Venus is love. No, it's love and war. But you have the Hierophant, so it's the material side or the pleasure side of Venus. And then you have justice. This is the cerebral side, but justice is the law. So this is saying that all of those fights, those trials you went through with the institution, because I always see Hierophant and we think like institution, like schools, military, governments, stuff like that. It's like you're going to call judgment on this, and that will bring in justice. Right? And the thing about Libras and the thing about the cosmic scale, it has to be balanced. And sometimes all it takes for something to be in balance is one grain of rice, one speck of sand. Okay, so Elizabeth, you're going to be getting so some things have to stop, right? But justice is coming for something that's been keeping you held back. Like a higher organization. Okay. Hello. If you're coming in, please pick a number 1 through 6. I'm Lara Jo, Siren Song Lover. If you want me to read for you, if not, then... So what it's saying with justice, with Hierophant, it's like things have been out of, yes, because justice, do you want justice in your life for the ways that you've been wronged? And do you feel like you've been wronged by like a system? Whatever that system may be. Guys, if you're coming and you want to read, please pick number 1 through 6. I'm Lara Jo, Siren Song Lover. Let me know what you need to know. If you like my vibe, please consider booking a read with me or tipping. Tipping's always appreciated, right? We tip our bartender. We tip our tarot reader. D'Angelo, who is Kaylee to you? Boo. So I'm gonna tell it to you like this, because I get in trouble for peeping on people that I don't have permission to peep on, right? So D'Angelo, here's this part. Even if she is pregnant, that's not something that you can control. And even being nosy, that doesn't necessarily, like, I'm not trying, but it puts us in real life danger, right? Like, this is where shit gets weird. So please, yeah, like, you've been separated 3 weeks. If she's pregnant, she'll contact you. Or she won't, depending on which way it is. If she's not pregnant, she won't contact you. But it's a safety issue, babes. So please, and that's the part of it, like, how long, like, it's just, yeah. I get weird about reading for other people outside because that's, like, their business, right? Okay. So, baby, but that's the part. You push her away. Like, the part is, and I'm sorry, Mookie, I'm sorry, can you pick a number 1 through 6? I'm sorry, you did say 3 to 5, but I don't know if that was what that was. Okay, so this is the part. Are you no contact with her? Okay. Mookie, I'll read number 3, and then D'Angelo will come back to you, baby. Okay, so what does Mookie... yeah. So, okay. Right now, I need you to focus on you and doing your own healing. Because obviously, not being in the right place, fighting, that's like not just a her problem. That's you have to work on your side of the road. Okay? So if you want her to come back, or if you want to potentially, like, you have to work on you and what's triggering you. You can't put that on her because it's your own shadows. I know I'm sitting down and I'm holding your hand and I'm giving you the hard mom talk or the hard auntie talk. But please sit down and do your own homework. Don't go bury yourself in another woman. Don't go bury yourself in work. I need you to sit your ass down and do your shadow work. If you need to talk about shadow work, come talk to me. And if you can't book a read with me, we can find you an ebook or a workbook to work through to be able to help you work through the shadows. Okay? Abby, you're stressing yourself out too much, babe. Okay, Mookie, I'm coming back. Abby, if you want to pick a number 1 through 6, I'll read for you. But baby, you're putting too much pressure on your body. Okay? All right. Mookie, contract and all tied up. So whatever you got going on, babes. Thank you for the love. This is keeping you stuck. So whatever this contract is and all tied up, and this may be you or this may be someone else. If you're having a love situation and you're wondering what's going on, it may be like they're stuck up. But this is for you. This is like something that you agreed to has got you bound. But you are the only one that can get you out of that, right? You have to make the steps to make it happen, babies. Okay. Abby, if you're still in, pick number 1 through 6. If you guys want to know, please pick a number 1 through 6. And Little Wonky, thank you. Mookie, let me know if that resonates for you, baby. Okay. Abby. Hello, hello. I'm Lara Jo, winky face. Pick a number 1 through 6 if you want to know something. All right, Abby. Okay. So you have... Hopefully this is, if you're in a committed relationship, hopefully part of this is for you. But Abby, okay, so I wish I could fix things between us, and I have sexual fantasies about you, which does not answer the pregnancy questions at all. I realize, unless that's your baby daddy. But baby, Abby, I feel like your pregnancy, so let's just take those as a side note, but I feel like it's like you could be pregnant, but you're putting too much pressure on your body. Okay? So relax. Breathe. Babies have a mind of their own. All right, winky face, please pick a number 1 through 6. Okay. And sometimes, and it's perfect timing. With the eclipse season, right? We had eclipses. Perfect freaking timing to let go of those exes, right? Because it's faded. It's faded. Alrighty. Will M come back from Winky Face? This is deck 4. I'm Lara Jo. If you guys like my vibe, please consider tipping or supporting, purchasing something, anything. I'm really, really broke. Really broke. And to the point of like, I didn't have enough food. I didn't eat for a few days. And I'm about where I need to get... more dog and cat food because I got a lot of animals. Okay, so the Tower and Queen of Swords. Ooh, I love it. Okay, because I have an M and I'm the Queen of Swords and he's a Scorpio. So this is saying Queen of Swords, either side of the way. It's like gotta cut it off and gotta let it all fall apart because the Tower, and this isn't scary, right? I always tell people, because I love Scorpio and the Tower energy. Think of Rapunzel. Right? Rapunzel, other people would be like, oh my God, the tower's falling. It's so scary. Rapunzel's like, the tower's falling and I get out of my tower. I'm the one that was always stuck in the tower. So for me, tower is like, okay, we get to live. So Queen of Swords, the Tower is saying, be decisive, let it go. The Tower, let it fall and get out the way. I always tell others, like, if you see someone crashing out, get out the way. Don't be collateral in their damage. So whatever's going on, please make sure that you are decisive, head over heart. If you know anything about air signs, we are cutthroat. We've been given all kinds of bad names like Queen of Ice, right? But it is saying like sometimes you really do have to do head over heart because you can love someone, but if they do you dirty, you need to cut them off. I'm going to tell you guys, when you are in a high conflict, toxic situation, right? If it's protecting you or them, protect you. I always tell, like, because I have girls that are coming out of narcissistic relationships.